two more row vectors they are including, that is z1 and t1. Okay, and these are the values of z1 and these are the values of t1. Okay, so with these examples, what we are going to develop is, what we are going to check out is, there are some commands. Okay, there are some commands and functions which are related to these vectors, which we are going to use in Scilab. Okay, Scilab or MATLAB, and MATLAB commands we are using in the Scilab tool, right? And the first command is sum x. Okay, this is one command. What is this? What is the job of this command? Is this command gives the sum of all elements in a row or column vector. Okay, if you're going to give this command, what it will do is, it will take the instruction. It will sum up all the elements in a row or a column vector. Just watch this. Imagine I'm taking a command. I want this a is equal to sum of x. Okay, here if you see the x, it is 1, 4, 11 and 100. Okay, so and the command is a is equal to sum of x, right? So when I sum this, I hope the total value will be 116. That is 100 plus 11, it is 111. 111 plus 14 is 115, plus 1 is 116. So we get the output as a is equal to 116. Okay, imagine I'm changing the command. With the same command, I'm just changing the variable name. Instead of x, I'm going for the sum of y. Okay, so when I go for the sum of y, it is I think the total will be 114. Okay, so it is 200 minus 100, it is 100 plus 14, so it is 114. Okay, so this command is for the sum, which you can use in the Scilab or MATLAB command, right? And this will be the same values. For the same values, we'll be executing different commands. So I'm moving the next slide. When you see the next slide, the second command is for mean. How do you find out the mean? Okay, so the general definition for mean is, this command is, it gives the average of the elements of row or a column vector. Okay, so obviously you know what a mean does. It takes the average, isn't it? So, but you need a command to be executed in MATLAB. Okay, so the command is a is equal to mean x, mean of x. Okay, so once when you give this, what it will do is, see, the values are in the previous slide, isn't it? So you have to understand the value. So it takes the average of the elements, and when you take the average, it is 29. They will be 29 with respect to x, right? And similarly for the command with respect to average of y, b is equal to mean of y. So the average will be b is equal to 38. So this command is mean of x is for the average. Next is to calculate the length of x, okay, or length of y, whatever may be. So length, it gives the number of elements in a row / column vector. Okay, it will just check how many elements are there, right? The command is a is equal to length of x. So when you execute this, I hope you will have 4 elements in x. Okay, so the output is a is equal to 4. Okay, the next is similarly the command for calculating the length of y. Okay, b is equal to length of y. Just instead of x, just put a y. And what will be the output is, it will be b is equal to 3, right? This is for finding out the length. The next command is for finding out the max of x. What is this max of x? It gives the maximum value in the row or column vector x. Okay, so you can understand already there are some 4 values or something, isn't it, in x? So the command a is equal to max of x. That is a syntax or that is a command. Once when you give this, what it will execute is, it will see which is the maximum value of x. So in that, the maximum value of x will be 100, I hope. So the output will be a is equal to 100. This is with respect to x. Similarly, you'll go for the command of y, right? b is equal to max of y, and it will give the maximum value, which is 200. Okay, so this is for the max. This is for the minimum of x. Okay, it is not a bit visible. Kindly bear with me. It gives the minimum value in the row or column vector of x. See, this max is for the maximum value. This min is for the minimum value, and the command is a is equal to min of x. Instead of max, you just put minimum. Okay, you can't put minimum, you have to put min. That is how the tool will understand. A is equal to min of x. Okay, and the command for y is b is equal to min of y. Okay, so I think you will get the minimum value in a is 1. And with respect to b, the minimum value is minus 100. Okay, once when you run those programs, it will be visible. Here I'm really sorry, the clarity has gone down a bit. Okay, so this is for the minimum. The next is product, PROD. Okay, product of x. it gives the product of elements. See, everything is mathematic based. Okay, so everything, whatever I'm telling you, I'm not going much into the syntax. I'm just telling the syntax along with the function. Okay, so product of x, it gives the product of elements of row or column vector of x. Okay, you need a command for that. The command is a is equal to product of x. So once when you execute this, already in the first slide I have shared the values, isn't it? So once when you execute this, I think you will get the product as a is equal to 4,400. It is not clearly visible. Okay, and again when you are executing it for y, the product will be b is equal to this much value. Okay, I think this will be the output. Okay, so this is for the product. Next is for the sign indication, sign of x. It returns 1 if the sign of an element is positive, returns 0 if the sign of element is 0, and returns -1 if the sign of element is negative. Three conditions are there in this. You have to watch out. It returns first if the sign of the vector is positive, it will return a value 1. Okay. If the element is 0, okay, it returns 0. It returns a null value. If the sign is negative, it returns -1. Okay, so like this, it does three functions. Imagine, and this is the command: a is equal to sign of x, and for y, b is equal to sign of y. So once when I execute for a, you will get this. Okay, for b, you can check it out. This is for an example. Okay, I'm just showing an example how this command works. The eighth command we'll see improper in the next slide. Okay, here it will be clear. This is your eighth command. It is find x. Okay, the command is a is equal to find x. What it does is returns the linear indices. I'll tell you what it is. Okay, linear indices means the location of the value in the vector. Imagine this is your vector. So what it will find out is, imagine you have to find a value in a which is less than 24. The command is a is equal to find y less than 24. And what your Scilab tool will do is it will check which value in a is less than 24, and it will just find out the second value is less than 24. Okay, I'll just go back into this. Yes, with respect to y, okay, we are checking for 24, isn't it? So the first value is 14. The second value is 200, it is -100. So obviously this 200, the second value will be this with respect to this. Okay, so which is greater than 24. So it will take the output as a is equal to 2. That is what they have told in the statement. That is, second element of y has a greater value greater than 24. Okay, so this is for finding the linear indices or the greater value, right? The next one is fix is the next command. What is this? It rounds the element of a vector z to the nearest integer towards 0. You would have studied in maths rounding off, isn't it?